right. Cody Stasiak, I'm David Musselman. Here we go, the first game of the new year. And Kitchell tips it out of bounds. And they are going to give it to Rochester. I thought they pointed to Cass.
I guess it's tough for the guy throwing up the ball to see where it goes out of bounds. He's got to worry about the tip of those other two guys. They don't have anything to look for except who hit it.
Lewis Cass starts in the 2-3 zone. Jordan Reinhold high on the right side, middle of the floor to Wilson Lee. Now to Perez, switches to Holland. 3 left baseline is short. And the rebound of the Lewis Cass Kings. Nice comes out of the with it. Gives ahead to Oman. Oman's floater on the baseline is no good. Jordan Reinhold grabs the board and runs for Rochester. Reinhold left side to Lee. Down low to Perez. Outside to Reinhold. 15-footer top of the key is off the mark. No good. Kitchell with a rebound and clears to Bixler.
That's already a good sign. You need Jordan to take that shot. Good to see him be aggressive early.
Kane around the horn. Gives to Oman to the baseline. And as he's driving the baseline, he is fouled by Jordan Reinhold on that left side of the floor. And so with 40 seconds gone in the first quarter, Rochester commits the first team foul of the game.
And I think part of Jordan's problem, too, is he's gotten in foul trouble early, and I think that's taken away from his aggressiveness because he spent some time on the bench getting early fouls.
Quick pass and comes into Kitchell. He misses the bunny. Rebound to Bennett. Gives out to Holland. Alec runs to our left. Spot up 3 left wing for the Zebras. It's good. Rochester leads 3-0.
Start taking care of the boards down here. Cap's been one and done both times. Zebras have found Allen. Got 2 good shots from him. He made 1, and Jordan Reinhold got a good shot, too. Good start.
Oman baseline to Kitchell. Turnaround jumper off the paint. No good. The putback by Knight is good, and it's 3-2 Rochester. He is a load.
Yeah, he blocked out the shooter, but it's that weak side post that we didn't get blocked out that time.
6:45 to play, first quarter. Rochester up 3-2. Lee on the right wing against the 2-3 zone. Now to Holland. Alex has his pass kicked away by Oman on that far side, and it will be the Rochester basketball on the sideline on the far side of the floor with 6:35 to play in the first quarter. 3-2 Rochester. Lee on the left wing against the 2-3 zone. Now to Bennett in the paint. Bennett wrap around pass to Perez. Goes to the basket. Blocked from behind by Kitchell. Picked up by Kitchell. Given to Bixler. Bixler on the right side. Hesitates. Now goes to the baseline. Cut off by Lee. Good defense. Right side to Oman. 3 on the way. Right side for Lewis Cass is short. The rebound tipped around. Knight comes down to the with it. Put back off the glasses. Back no good. And the rebound to Lewis Cass. The putback is no good. And 3 putbacks no good. Ball loose on the floor. Rochester picks it up. Lewis Cass had 4 opportunities on that trip from point blank stays and couldn't get him to go.
Yeah, they just gang rebounded. You know, Zebras had a couple guys in, but you know there were 4 Cass shirts in against 2 Zebra shirts.
5:50 to play. 3 again for Holland is good again. 6-2. Rochester up. And that's exactly what Rochester needed here. A little confidence builder early on in the basketball game.
Right. Surprising to see Alec get that good a look against this team.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You know who's going to shoot it, but the Zebras did a good job finding him. He stepped into his shot.
Rochester in a 2-3 zone as well. Oman down low to Kitchell. Under the basket. He throws it up with the left hand and it goes in. And 6-4 Rochester. Full court press now by the Kings. 5:20 to play. First quarter. Lob pass ahead to Reinhold. Across the timeline to Bennett. Bennett from 15 feet over Knight is off the back of the rim. No good. Lewis Cass with the rebound. Kane now gives to Bixler and Lewis Cass runs. 5:10 to play first quarter. Rochester by 2. Outside to Kane on the right wing. Kane cross court to Oman. Oman 3 over the defense, left side off the back of the rim. Offensive rebound to Kane. Underhand pass down low to Kitchell. Taken away by Perez as Ben loses it out of bounds. Great hustle by the junior Ben Perez. It'll be out of bounds as Lewis Cass baseline right.
Yeah, he tried to keep it alive. Just couldn't quite find the handle on it. If he could have got it, I think he gets kicked out to Alec Holland. Zebras on our break the other way.
Bixler looks triggered in. Bounce pass into Kitchell in the right corner. Down low to Bixler. Bixler kicks it outside to Kane. Fakes the 3. Drives the free throw line. Out to Oman. Left baseline 3 is good. And now Lewis Cass leads 7-6. Full court press by the Kings. The pass is tipped. Turnover Rochester. Bixler has it. Goes to the basket. Throws up a shot. We're going to have a charge on Bixler. And it's going to go back to Rochester. Great job by Alec Holland.
Yep. Like you said, you know, he sat there. Needed to throw a bounce pass, didn't. He had turned it over, but instead of hanging his head, he sprinted back, got in position, took that charge.
Brett Abbott will come into the game for the first time for the Zebras, and Brett will replace Wilson Lee. With 4:40 to play in the first quarter, the Kings now up 7-6. Full court press by Lewis Cass. Abbott with the basketball. Abbott wrap around pass to Reinhold. Ahead to Bennett. They break the press. Bennett outside to Abbott. Drives the left baseline. Wrap around pass down to the press. Taken away by Bixler. Bixler for the Kings. Running to our right. No look pass to Oman. Oman reverse layup off the window is good. 9-6 Lewis Cass. Full court press by the Kings. Abbott over the top of the defense to Bennett. Right side to Holland. Wide open three on the right wing. On the way for the Zebras is short. Rebound to Bixler. Bixler runs for the Kings up by 3 at 9-6. Right through the center circle is Bixler. Hands off out to Omen. 3 on the right wing again is no good, but a rebound on Reinhold. Nice job of the Zebras really holding Lewis Cass to one and done.
Yeah, a couple of possessions they got an extra shot down here, though, at the other end. Double-edged sword. The Zebras had such tough times defending the transition game in the holiday tournament. They're sprinting guys back. They're not getting extra shots because when the shot goes up, it's almost like they're only sending 1 or 2 guys to the board, so they're not creating extra chance opportunities. That's the fine line you get when you can't stop the transition game. Now you got to give up your rebounding opportunities.
Ben Perez, this is a point-blank shot. Rebound to Lewis Cass and a wide-open layup to Kitchell, and it's 11-6. Full court press by the Kings. Holland works against Kane. Now Omen jump pass ahead to Bennett. Crosses the timeline, underhand pass. Reinhold, cross lane pass to Perez, and he puts it in for 2 over Nye.
That's exactly what we talked about. Jordan Reinhold being a playmaker, getting somebody involved. That was an excellent bounce pass to get Ben Perez open on the block.
11-8, Lewis Cass. 3 minutes to play, first quarter. Omen on the right wing, over the top of the defense to Bixler, who stands at the volleyball line. Now back to the left wing, looks to the bench, has the play from Coach Kitchell. Now back to Omen in the center circle, works against Alec Holland. Rochester still in a 2-3 zone. Kitchell back over the top to Omen. Lob pass to Omen in the back door to Kitchell, and his layup is good. Rochester got caught watching, and it's 13-8. Holland around the defense. Pull up 15-footer left side of the floor off the back of the iron. No good. Kane with the rebound. Kane has it knocked out of bounds. Actually going towards the out of bounds. Saver running out of bounds by Kane. Saved to Omen. Omen gets it back on the right wing. 3 on the way for the Kings is good. 16-8. Rochester will take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Zebra Basketball, 92.1 WRLI.
It'll be a 30-second timeout.
Seconds to play in the first quarter. Lewis Cass out to the biggest lead of the evening of 8 at 16-8. Rochester held their own for the first 2 or 3 minutes here where they led. The majority of that, Lewis Cass now has hit threes here lately.
Yeah, they've gotten the inside game going on the offensive putbacks, and now they're starting to knock down jumpers on the outside. Just enough problems with this press just to keep Rochester off balance.
Bixler steals the pass. Right side of the floor. Bixler will go up for the layup. He throws up a prayer. He's fouled the shot. Will go to the line to shoot 2.
Alex first team second.
Stays he had enough English on that ball. If it had hit the glass, it would have went in.
Right. And that's a veteran move there because you knew you were going to get fouled. He had just enough spin that just barely missed going in.
Yeah.
It's going to be an impressive and one if that went through.
Ryan Bixler at the line to shoot 2 for the Kings. Looking to push their lead to 10. Bixler's first free throw rattles in, and it's good. One more coming for the senior. 6-2.
4 of the 5 starters for Cass have scored. Kane's the only one that has not. He hasn't taken a shot, though.
Bixler with one more. The second one for the senior is good again. 18-8. Lewis Cass. 2:05 to play in the first quarter. Full court press by the Kings. Holland, cross-court pass to Abbott. Abbott back to Holland on the near side. Over the top of the defense to Wilson Lee. Wilson Lee then is smoked by Omen. And it'll be out of bounds to Rochester with under 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. The Kings by 10.
Omen's first, team second.
Into the game for Lewis Cass, Alec Urich, a 6-foot junior. I believe also in the game is 32 Bryan and 20 Hirschberger. 18-8. Lewis Cass, 1:50 to play in the first quarter. Holland left wing around the defense, and he travels.
Yeah, I think he thought he was going to go up and then either didn't get the look he liked or had a second thought about it. And when he went to return pivot, the reverse pivot, he kind of slipped his foot out there and traveled.
Bryan runs the point for the Kings through the center circle. 1:40 to play in the first quarter. Hirschberger Quickly near side to Kane. Kane over the top of the defense. Gives to Hirschberger left wing. Thought about a three. Dumps down low to Bengals. And Bagley, that is, I beg your pardon, misses a shot. And an offensive rebound. And we're going to have a foul down low on Ben Perez. I believe Perez. Did he foul Hirschberger? I'm not sure. It might have been also Kane. It doesn't matter. Neither one, nobody's shooting.
Ben's first, team's third. You know, the Zebras have been playing this 2-3 zone. Like we said, this is that new look they've been working on. Have not played hardly any zone that I can recall of. I mean, they've been in it this entire quarter, and it's a little bit of a learning experience for them as well.
Bryant's three is off the mark. Another offensive rebound for the Kings. Kane backs his way in. Floater over Wilson Lee is no good. The putback is no good by Bagley. Fights for the rebound. He has it back in the lane, and he's going to be called for a travel.
You know, like you said, you know, you're putting your zone in here, but you're trying it against a team that basically perfected. You know, Coach Bobby is still not here, but, you know, this will be a good tape because Cass is running some of it on their defensive end. They're not in it right now.
Yeah.
But, you know, you can really see, plus Cass runs against it, so the way Cass attacks the zone will give the Zebras a good look on tape after the game's over.
Reinhold in the paint. Turnaround jumper over Kane is good. Jordan Reinhold has the first two of the game.
Yep. 2 shots, 2 good looks, and gets 2 points there.
18-10. Lewis Cass. Kane on the right wing. Kane one dribble. Now between the rings to Bryan. Back to Kane. Right wing threes off the back of the iron. No good. Rebound being tipped around. Kane comes out of there with it. And he's going to get called for a travel. But another offensive rebound by the Kings.
Yeah, they're there. They just got to commit. You know, the guards from the top of the zone got to come down and crash harder to help rebound. It's not just on the middle guy in the zone. It's not just on 2 guys because you're not very big at all against Cass. You got to make sure all 5 guys come in. They're not doing that yet.
Kitchell back into the game for Lewis Cass. 35 seconds to play first quarter. The Kings by 8, that is 18-10. Wraparound pass into Bennett. Goes out of bounds and go back to Lewis Cass. It's a tough entry pass from that angle.
Yeah. So much a guy can be open, but you got to make sure you can either pass him open or get him the ball.
22 seconds. Lewis Cass with the basketball. Urich near side to Hirschberger. Back to Urich on the left wing. Takes Bennett to the baseline. Over the top. Hirschberger has one on the right wing. Now to Kitchell. He'll take the 15-footer right side. It's no good. Bennett with the rebound with 7. Now to Reinhold with 5. Jordan across the timeline with 3. Right wing with 2. Pull up 3 at the buzzer on the way. Good!
Got away.
After the first quarter, Lewis Cass leads 18-13. You're listening to Zebra Basketball, 92.1 WROI. Second quarter here at Lewis Cass High School. The Kings up 18-8. Rochester cut into this lead. Hot shooting by Jordan Reinhold really in the last couple of seconds of the first quarter.
Yeah, some of the big questions we asked coming into the pregame is Jordan Reinhold going to be more aggressive? Yes, sir. He's taken 3 shots, made 2 of them. That 3-pointer's got to be huge for his confidence and the team. In the second one, hey, at the end of the first quarter, you're still right in it. The guys are fighting. The guys are competing. Some problems on the defensive boards, but a little bit of a new defense, but they're still – up until the shot goes up, they're playing the zone really, really well. They're very active. They just got to clean up the boards.
How good is a team that can bring their starting 5 off the floor and the next 5 in as good as the starting 5? Nice down low in the paint, kicks it out to Kitchell. The Bixler finger roll in the paint is good.
Talking about Cass? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's just more of a system-type team. They're just very good, very solid. They're not needing to force the ball to any one person. They're just moving the ball and taking shots and hitting the boards.
Bennett breaks the press, goes to the basket. His shot blocked by Nyes. Bounce pass to Kitchell. Kitchell saving going out of bounds and gives to Bixler. Lewis Cass crosses the timeline up 20-13 with 7:20 to play in the first half. Omen. Kitchell loses the basketball. Nyes has it down low. It's going to be tied up, and it should go to Rochester on the tie-up. 7:16 to play in the first half. Yeah, we'll go to Rochester. Alec Holland coming back into the game.
The other thing that's impressed with Cass being able to go to the bench as deep as they do, playing this three-quarters court trap that they've been in, it helps wear the other team down. You know, they're able to sub guys in, they keep their guys fresh, and like you said, X's and O's wise, they don't miss too much when they go to their bench, plus it also wears the other team down. So you got to handle this three-quarters court trap all game long.
Yeah, the pressure is the entire length of the floor instead of just half court. You're right. Holland across the timeline to Bennett. Bennett has his pass deflected, but he gets it back, pulls up the shot, no good. Nyes with the rebound, gives up to Bixler. Cass runs up by 7. Bixler right side to Oman. 3 on the way in the right corner is good. Now it's 23-13. Full court press again by the Kings.
Oman's got 11.
Wow, no kidding.
Yep, 3 threes and a 2.
Wilson Lee loses the handle. Picks it up, still hasn't crossed the timeline. Yes, got to hurry. Does so to Bennett. Right wing. Cross lane pass taken away by Lewis Cass. Nyes has it now. Nice job by Oman on the help. Now gives to Bixler. Bixler to King. Kitchell. Kitchell then fouled on the way to the basket by Ben Perez. And I believe that's going to be Ben's second foul with 6.5 minutes to play in the first half.
Yes, sir. That is Ben's second. Team's fourth.
He'll be out of bounds to Lewis Cass baseline right.
Coach going to let Ben ride this out a little bit.
Holland rips it away from Oman. Then has this pocket picked by Bixler.
They got to let Alec know. Nobody let him know somebody's coming from behind. He's looking at the guy on his left, or somebody coming from behind. Nobody let him know somebody's coming up.
Bixler for 3 is good. Pretty quick ball movement results in a quick 3 for Lewis Cass, and now we're up 25-13. 26, I beg your pardon, to 13. Holland loses it out of bounds. It should go back to Lewis Cass, and it will. Deflected off of Bixler, off of Holland's hand and out of bounds. Lewis Cass going to get it back. Brett Abbott back into the game, and Ben Perez will sit down. And now we'll have a 30-second Lewis Cass timeout. You're listening to Zebra Basketball, 92.1 WROI. To play in the second quarter. The Kings now up by 13 at 26-13. And after their timeout, they'll have the basketball after the Rochester turnover going to our right.
You know, it's just really impressive what you have to defend against this Cass team. Like I said, size inside, shoots outside, better point guard who can get in, dribble, penetrate, you know, half court trap. You know, they play a good 2-3 zone. I mean, just you can see where they're just really tough to prepare for.
Oman for 3, in and out, no good. Offensive rebound to Kane. Kicks it out to Bixler. Bixler lob pass inside is tipped out of bounds by Abbott. You know, I was concerned, I guess, so concerned about 6'7" inside, and that's not really what's hurting us so far.
No, maybe a little bit on the offensive rebounds, but you're right. But it's just, you know, you're trying to fill holes. You do this, and then all of a sudden they hit a 3. You take care of the boards, now they're banging 3s. You get out on the 3s, and then they're getting layups.
Bixler just hit another 3. Now Lewis Cass up 29-13. Abbott breaks the press. Now turn it over. Bixler saves him going out of bounds. Wrap around pass outside to Kitchell, and he puts it in for 2.
Remember when you said Bixler was off to a slow start? He's got 10 now.
I said that?
Yeah.
Abbott in the paint pulls up off the window too hard. Bennett tries to grab it before it goes out of bounds, but they're going to stay off the hands of Kane. And it's going to stay with Rochester baseline right as Jacob Nye comes into the game. Also, Zach Deshawn will come into the game for the first time. Abbott will come out. And nope, I guess Deshawn will not come in yet.
Here's a game I'd like to see. They don't play. They're not on each other's schedule. But how about Northwood against Lewis Cass? I'd like to see these guys play with Northwood.
I would like to see that.
That'd be good.
That would be a good game.
Don't you think?
So Bennett is fouled on the shot by Nyes, and his shot goes in, so he'll be at the free throw line for 1 free throw. And Bennett hits the free throw.
Good job by Gavin. He struggled from the free throw line in the holiday tournament, so good to see him get that first one go down, build his confidence. That's the first free throw attempt for the Zebras. Cass is 2 for 2.
Jacob Nye comes in. I'm sorry. Zach Deshawn comes back into the game, and Reinhold to come out. 5:15 to play in the first half. 31-16. Lewis Cass, the Kings of the basketball, going to our right. Bixler to the center circle. Gets the pick in the paint. Throws up a prayer and out of bounds. Lost the handle, and he thought maybe he could bang it off the backboard and let 6'7" go up for it. He'd get out of the jam, but not so much.
No. Or maybe he was trying to sell the foul or hoping in case he did get a whistle, he could get a shooting foul.
Nye around the defense to Deshaun and breaks the press through the center circle for Rochester over the top to Nye. Bounce pass to Deshaun, quickly left side to Lee. Baseline to Bennett. Bennett has his pass deflected and taken away now by Bixler. And now Bixler, I believe, is fouled by Wilson Lee. With 4:42 to play in the first half. Lewis Cass up by 15 at 31-16.
Wilson's first, team's fifth. Kind of got that one foul just because he's falling down and the guy rolled over him. He's not really an intentional foul, just wrong place, wrong time.
Rochester to 2-3 zone. Alec Holland has extended his defense out past the volleyball line. No look pass to Kane. Top of the key to Bixler. In the middle of the Nice. Turnaround 10-footer off the back of the rim. No good. And rebound to Alec Holland. Alec rips and runs for Rochester through the center circle for the Zebras. Down to man-to-man defense on the Kings. On the left side to Nye. Nye looking down low to Bennett. Nice job by Bennett and Nye. Nye's down there for Lewis Cass. Wrap around pass intended for Bennett, goes out of bounds. Tough angle as well for Gavin to grab that one. It goes out. Turnover Rochester. Cass going to get it back. 4:10. Second quarter. Lewis Cass up 31-16. Kitchell. Kane, top the key to Bixler. Lob pass to Nye. Down low to Kitchell. His turnaround jumper on the block is no good. Zach Deshaun to the rebound, gives to Holland. Holland against Bixler on the top of the key for the Kings. Holland goes left hard. Jump stop outside on the blocks. Now to Wilson Lee. Quickly to Nye. Nye in the corner against Oman. And we're going to have a foul down low. Is that going to be on Nye? I believe it is.
I think it is. They're staying down there. So foul on Nye. It's his second. Cass is fourth.
Varsity girls basketball tomorrow night. Rochester Lady Zebras back in action as they battle the North Justin Lady Blue Jays at Rochester High School. What time does that tip?
6:30 JV because they're in Central Time.
Okay. Yep. So that's a 6:30 JV tip, which comes about 8 o'clock or so. Varsity game tomorrow night. You hear that game here on WROI. 3.5 to play in the second quarter. Kings up 31-16. Holland directs traffic top of the key, stands between the rings at the volleyball line. Bounce pass now to Bennett on the left side. Bennett stands behind the three-point line, and then he throws it out of bounds. The pass intended for Alec Holland. Alec pleading his case that Bixler touched it. Nothing doing.
Yeah, it looked like it could have been, but didn't really take a discernible bounce off there, but it looked like it could have been deflected.
Bryant comes back into the game, and Kane to sit down with 3:24 to play in the first half. Bixler will walk it up for the Kings. Rochester still in that 2-3 zone. Bixler across the timeline, high on the left side of Bryant, back to Bixler between the rings. Now right wing pass to Oman. Long three for the Kings is off the back of the mark. Back of the iron, no good, and then hits the cable, supporting the backboard. And we go back to Rochester.
Zebras down 5 after 1. They've been outscored by 10 so far in this quarter.
Nye across the timeline, breaks the press, now to Holland.
3 points from Gavin Bennett are their only points of the quarter
I was going to say Kings are paying attention to number 3 a little bit more in black. Jacob Nye's jumper no good, and Lewis Cass fights for the rebound and knocks it out of bounds. And Rochester will get it back baseline left, 2:50 to play in the first half. Again, the Kings up 31-16.
Cass has pulled back their trap and just playing half-court defense, and the Zebras are finding it pretty difficult to find open guys.
Holland for 3 over Bixler's good again. Alec Holland has 9.
Yep, 3 threes.
31-19. 2:40 to play, second quarter. Bryant, Bixler, lob pass inside to Begley. Back to Bryant, 3 left wing for the Kings, no good. Offensive rebound to Oman, who has it tipped out. Oh, it does not have it tipped out of bounds. He just throws it out of bounds.
Nope.
I think Lewis Cass, I think everybody in the gym saw Rochester tip that out of bounds except for the guy holding the basketball. And now they're going to say it was tipped out of bounds as the officials meet and talk about it. And it will be out of bounds on Rochester. They'll stay with Lewis Cass baseline right as Oman will look to get it in. Omen, bounce pass in, has it taken away by Deshaun. Now he hands off to Reinhold. Jordan then has his pocket picked. Loose ball picked up by Deshaun. Now back to Reinhold. Jordan travels.
Yeah, he went to kind of reverse his pivot there, too, and kind of slid that foot back. He was thinking about the move he was going to make before he got the catch.
2:20 to play. First half, 31-19. The good news is Rochester kept Lewis Cass at that 31-point mark for a while. Omen for three. Did I speak too soon, Yepper?
Omen has 4-3. He's got 14.
He's got a good-looking shot, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Smooth.
And being that tall, he can rise up over just about anybody.
Yeah. Nye over the double team to Reinhold on the left wing with 2 minutes to play in the first half. 34-19, Lewis Cass. Reinhold. Nye, three, left side. Off the front of the rim, no good. Off the cable, support again. Back to Lewis Cass it goes. Tony Stasiak, I'm David Musselman. Omen gets the inbound pass from Bryant, crosses the timeline. Outside of Bixler. Bixler, no look pass to Kitchell's wide open underneath the basket. And he goes in for two more.
You don't get that play unless you got a couple guys that have played together for a while.
Yeah, it looked like it there, didn't it?
Yep. That's timing all the way.
Bennett, reverse layup, good, and a foul.
Gavin going for his second and one of the quarter.
He's gotten so good at that. He uses the rim to protect the shot a little bit. And in the meantime, putting it in the basket, that's a big deal. Bennett's free throw is good again.
Been very impressed with his touch around the basket. For as muscular as he is and as strong as he is, he's really developed a nice touch and a good feel around the basket.
Yeah, I agree.
He's 2 for 2 from the line today, too, so he's got 6 points.
Ben Perez back into the game with 2 fouls, and Bennett will sit down with 90 seconds to play in the first half. Kings up 36-22. Lob pass into Kitchell. His leaner off his last, no good. The putback by Kitchell was good.
It's tough when the guy misses the shot and nobody blocks up.
Nobody. Yep. Deshaun. Bounce pass right side to Jordan Reinhold. Top of the key to Holland. Now to Deshaun. Deshaun has his pocket picked. He gets the loose ball back. Left side to Holland. A minute 10 to play in the first half. 38-22. Lewis Cass.
Kitchell has 12, so the big three from Cass are all in doubles now. Kitchell, Omen, and Bixler.
Deshaun, three left baseline is off, no good. And the rebound to Omen with 58. Ahead to a wide open Kitchell. Kitchell misses the dunk. Rebound to Perez. That's going to make Dad happy.
I can only imagine.
And Nye is found on the reach in by Omen, I'm guessing. 46.8 to play in the first half.
I don't know. I hope I get that feeling someday, maybe just to see a kid dunk. But I know when the kid misses a layup or free throw, when it sure is how that feels. I can only imagine when you're the coach and your kid misses a dunk.
I'll vouch for him. He can dunk because I saw him in the pregame.
Okay, I believe it.
46.8 to play in the first half. 38-22. Bounce pass into the lead. Wilson Lee fakes, rises up, and it goes in. Nice shot fake by Wilson Lee. Got Bagley off his feet, and they put it in for two.
Like we said all year, I think Wilson Lee shoots about 75% from the field. He doesn't take many shots. It seems like he makes most of the ones he takes.
14-point lead for Lewis Cass at 38-24. Time ticks away here in the second quarter. 25 seconds left. Hirschberger.
Like Zebras maybe trying to match up a little. Yeah, they're trying to identify guys they want to match up late in the clock here. Try to seal off those open threes. Watch the drive to the basket or the post feed here late in the clock. 12
seconds. Bixler has it with 7. Gets the screen, rolls right. Lob pass down low to Kitchell. Rises up with 3, puts it in for 2. And then the inbound pass is stolen. The 3 at the buzzer is no good. Welcome back to Lewis Cass High School. Well, Lewis Cass has the basketball for 2 seconds, and Omen puts it in for another three-pointer.
It's fifth three. You know, you just have to know if you're going to play that zone where he's on your side, you've got to pay more attention to him when he's in your area.
Bennett across the timeline, breaks the press. Here comes the half-court trap now. The ball is deflected, but Lee picks it up on the right wing. Lee around the defense to Reinhold near the timeline. 30 seconds gone. 43-24, Lewis Cass. Lee has it between the rings, the volleyball line, directs traffic against Kitchell. Man-to-man defense. Wilson Lee, leaner, blocked, but we're going to have a foul coming on Lewis Cass. It's going to be either Kitchell or Omen.
Yeah, take your pick. They both look like they fouled him pretty hard. They're going to get the foul to Kitchell, his first, team's first of the half. Wilson Lee can go to the free throw line to shoot 2. The Zebras have only shot 2. Both teams only shot 2. Bixler's 2 for 2 for Cass, and Pennett's 2 for 2 for the Zebras.
And Wilson Lee hits the first one. He'll have one more. 40 seconds gone, third quarter.
Maybe the officials really want to get to see that Oklahoma-Kansas
Yeah,
game.
right on. And we have some time to make up from the JV game.
Yes, a very long game.
Yowza. 43-25, jump pass to Bixler. Around the defense to Kane. Back to Bixler, left baseline. Over the top of the defense to Ullman. Wide open 3, right wing. Nope. Offensive rebound to Bixler. Bixler, underhand pass to Kane. Layup from the left side, no good. Lee with the rebound to Reinhold. Jordan gives to Perez. Then Perez runs over Nyes. And we're going to charge on Perez. Yeah, I think everybody in the building saw that coming.
Big man handling the ball, probably not what you want. And when you have an open Alec Holland on the corner for a 3, and you drive it in, and the guys sitting there waiting for you, probably not a great decision by Ben. Needless to say, he picks up his third, team's first.
And he'll stay in. Rochester in a 2-3 zone. 6:45 to play in the third. Bixler on the elbow to Nyes. To Ullman, drives the left baseline, gets back to Nyes, and he travels.
Good look. That's why a lot of times, especially that far out, it's probably better to give a big man a bounce pass. Easier to handle.
Yeah.
And that bullet pass coming right at his chest as he tried to drive down the lane.
But what's concerning is he was wide open.
Yeah.
Biggest man on the floor. Holland loses the basketball. Perez picks it up. The shot goes in, but was it? Yep. It's going to be counted as a bucket. Then Perez hits the bucket. And we'll go to the line to shoot 1 after the foul on Lewis Cass.
Fouls on Jackson Kane, his first, second.
6:34 to play in the third, 43-27. Ben Perez free throw is in and out, no good. And the rebound to Nyes. Nyes now to Bixler. Bixler pushes ahead to Ullman. Ullman wide open, goes to the baseline, throws up a tough shot. Offensive rebound. Nyes' putback is good.
Now wait a minute, didn't Ben just shoot 1 shot?
Yep. Bucket was good.
Oh, yeah, my bad. Gotcha. Who just scored that one?
Nyes, yeah. And then the pass is almost stolen, knocked out of bounds. They're going to say last touch by Bixler. It'll stay with Rochester.
I'm watching the game. Good.
Okay. I think you've got a little Oklahoma, Kansas on the brain, too.
Why not?
Holland looks to trigger it in. Baseline right. Bounce pass into Reinhold. 3 in the way, right baseline. No good. Bixler with the board.
Another good look for Jordan, though, coming off that screen. That's the shot he's got to take. Good to see him viewed more aggressive. I think it's his 4th shot of the game.
Yeah, I agree.
Good looks. All been good
keep shooting.
Yep.
Kitchell down low. Puts it in over Bennett. A lot of contact down there between Bennett and Kitchell, and he got it to go. No foul. 47-27. Rochester breaks the press. Holland underhand pass to Perez. This layup is good. Ben Perez with 2 more. He got it to go over Nyes, and it's 47-29.
Good adjustment by the Zebra coach. He's got Alec Holland in the middle of that press breaker now. He can make a play to one of the bigs instead of the bigs trying to make a play to a guard.
Kitchell misses a turnaround jumper over Bennett. Gavin rips the board and gives to Holland a left wing. Alec top of the key now to Reinhold. Jordan works to the right side against Kane in the man-to-man defense. Feeds down low to Bennett. Bennett in the paint on the way is no good. It hangs in the front of the rim and falls off. Rebounded Lewis Cass. Bixler. Outside to Kitchell. Back to Bixler. Between the rings. Left side of the floor now. Since right wing to Ullman. Down low to Nyes. Back away and against Bennett. Against the double team. Turnaround jumper from 10 feet is good.
Nice soft touch for the big man. A little turnaround jumper. Don't see that too often.
Cass's lead is back to 20. With 4:45 to play in the third quarter. Lee through the center circle. Against the double team. Reinhold has his pass deflected. Wilson Lee gets it. Rises up in the paint. No good. Nyes with the rebound. Now Bixler has it across the timeline left. 20-point lead for Lewis Cass. At the free throw line. Accelerates. Goes up for the, I think it's going to be the shot on the floor. That would have been serious continuation if they counted that one.
Yeah, foul's going to be a Wilson Lee, his second, team second.
Baseline left are the Kings. Bixler will look to trigger it in. Quickly into Kitchell, and he puts it in over the defense. Boy, we have been burnt by that so many times. That quick inbound pass, no one in black ready for it, and the other team puts it in for 2. Not just tonight. It's happened 3 or 4 times this year. Perez gets the great entry pass from Bennett, and he puts it in for 2 over Nyes.
You gotta like when the post guys help feed each other, the importance of the bounce pass. Good lead pass by Kevin, right? Ben to the basket. Ben's got 6 this quarter.
Rochester in a 2-3 zone. 4 minutes to play in the third. Oman to Nyes in the paint. Foul on the shot by Bennett. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Bennett's foul will be his first, team's third.
So at the line is Cohen Nyes, the 6'7" junior for the Kings. Nyes the first one. Good-looking shot, and it goes in.
Got 7. Trying to be the 4th King to get in double figures.
No kidding. One more coming.
Those 4 are the only 4 that have scored.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Nyes, second one. Good again. 53-31. Lewis Cass on top. 4 minutes to play in the third. Tony Stasiak, I'm David Musselman. Girls basketball tomorrow night. Lady Zebras will host North Judson. That's a 6:30 JV tip with about an 8 o'clock or so varsity game at Rochester High School. You can hear that game here on WROI. Then on the weekend, it's the Whitco games. Holland for 3 from way downtown goes in. And
4-3, he's got 12.
Lewis Cass now will use a timeout. It'll be, well, we're going to say it's a 30. It is. Yeah. You're listening to Zebra Basketball, 92.1 WROI. Cass High School, 3 minutes, 36 seconds to play in the third quarter. The Kings lead at 53-34. Alec Holland just buried one from about 25 feet to put him in double digits.
And I think that's why Cass called timeout. Coach Kitchell's like, how can you lose that guy? Because they had done a pretty good job. He hit those 2 threes in the first quarter and 1 early in the second. They hadn't had too many open looks. That was pretty good.
Entry pass taken away by the Zebra defense. Now they'll run to our right. Holland to the basketball, high on the left side. For the Zebras. When his legs dribble down to Reinhold to the right wing. Reinhold looking down low to Bennett. Good defense down there by Nyes. Now to lead between the rings of the volleyball line. Bounce pass to Holland. Alec has his pocket pick. Ball loose on the floor. The Kings are there to grab it. And we're going to have a tie-up as Bennett was throwing Owen across the floor, and the official is going to call tie-up, and the Kings will keep it baseline right.
I think Coach Guard can appreciate that.
Yeah, boy, you're right. Wilson Lee,
not even ready.
Grabs the basketball. Down low to Holland. Jumper is blocked out of bounds by Kitchell, who gave him a little stare down as well as he walked away.
Yeah. Alex, like I'm like 5'5" and you're 6 whatever, and I'm on one leg. Congratulations, yeah. We still get the ball. I mean, if you really want to be a good shot blocker, block that stays in bounds to your teammate.
Reinhold tried a 3. Down low to Perez. Quick jumper off the paint is good.
Big quarter for Bennett. He's got 8. 10 for the game.
That's his MO anymore, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep. Just get me close and I'll give you double digits. Right. 36. I'm 53-36. Cass. Bixler backs it out of the timeline. Resets to Lewis Cass. 2:25 to play in the third. Oman around the pick, goes to the paint, goes to the basket hard, throws the shuttle over the glass, over the front of the rim, and it's in. 2 more. 3 left wing for the Zebras for Holland is no good, and Bennett is fouled on the rebound by Nyes. It'll be out of bounds to Rochester with 2:09 to play in the third.
3 on Nyes, 3 on Cass.
I got a feeling this one might get a little chippy, says, between Nyes and Bennett.
Yeah.
You're back in for Lewis Cass, and Coach Kitchell will try to nip that in the bud as Nyes now comes out.
Yeah, he sensed his guys getting frustrated, so, give him a breather. He got a nice lead here.
Plus, that's his third.
Well, now we got guys trying to wedge in on an out-of-bounds play, and good officiating by the official. Just get everybody together, say, hey, what are we doing?
Bixler wanted to get in the line as well.
Yep.
Lee looks to get it in. Lob pass into Bennett. Bennett puts it up. Good, and a foul!
Attempting his third and one of the night.
Reinhold and Bixler were getting after it.
Yeah.
It's amazing to me that the guys in stripes don't see that. I mean, if we had a special angle that we're the only ones in the gym to see that,
We might have had a conversation or two with some officials about that.
maybe the one that's on the floor. Bennett at the line for the free throw. Good again. He's 3 for 3 from the line, and he has 9. All in three-point plays the old-fashioned way.
Handle on the old-fashioned way.
2 minutes to play in the third. 55-39. Lewis Cass. Bowman for 3 over Bennett is no good. We're going to have a foul down low. Is that going to be on Wilson Lee? Yeah, he and Bixler are mixing it up down low.
Yeah, I think it's maybe some makeup for the other now. Trying to police it with the whistle, I think. Although they are still trying to step in and talk to the guys, but
everybody's listening.
Yeah.
The game has changed so much since we were playing, hasn't it? Bounce pass inside to Bixler, and Bixler's going to be fouled again by Wilson
I
Lee.
would say they're going to probably start calling everything here for the next couple minutes. They'll clean it up one way or another.
And Wilson Lee just picked up foul number 4, and Zach Deshawn coming in the game, I believe, for Reinhold, so Wilson will stay. Nope. Ben Perez will come back into the game, I'm guessing, for Wilson.
Yep.
Minute 54 to play in the third. 55-39, Lewis Cass. It'll be Cass basketball to bounce baseline left. Bowman will look to trigger it in. Bounce pass into a cutting Bixler. He's fouled on the shot. He'll go to the line to shoot 2, and I believe Nye just picked up a foul.
Yep. His first, team 6. Once again, out of bounds plays. A little slow on that cut. Just cut right to the basket. Didn't score, but they got the foul.
Ryan Bixler at the line to shoot 2. First one for the senior is good. Coach Reinhold up talking to one of the officials.
Not that they've had a lot of attempts, but Cass is perfect 5 for 5 from the line tonight.
Rochester hasn't missed very many. Second one for Bixler is good again.
You'd be correct. Well, you got Gavin. Gavin's 3 for 3. Ben's 0 for 1. Wilson's 1 for 2.
Okay. 57-39. Bennett misses Perez wide open down low. He drives the baseline. Fouled by Kitchell. And that's going to send Bennett back to the line to shoot 2 with 100 seconds to play in the third.
Game has crawled to a screeching halt.
Yep.
We may not make the Kansas-Oklahoma game.
We might see the second half.
That foul's on Kitchell, his second.
And that's if you're watching the game on the way home on your phone. Bennett's first one good. Man, he is. I just think back and remember seeing this kid play at Wabash and what a train wreck it was. And he has defined his game, and he's so much better than what he was, 1,000 times better than what he was last year.
Yeah, and I'm not sure. 2 ways he's the most improved. He's the most improved player, I think, over last year, and I think he's improved the most from the start of the season.
I agree.
I mean, he's improved 2 different segments.
He's 5 of 5 from the free throw line.
Yes, sir.
57-41 on the run to Bixler. Round 9. Right-handed layup is no good, but another foul coming on the Zebras. That's going to send Bixler back to the line for the Kings for 2 with a minute 34 to play in the third quarter.
So I was going to have Brett. Hopefully we get to this fourth quarter, get to this quarter timeout between third and fourth quarter, and the guys can adjust because the referees have decided they're going to try to clean call everything now. And guys now it's making adjustments. You got to play more defense with your feet. Can't reach. Can't be extra aggressive. You got to keep your egos in check and play the game.
Well, here's who figured that out. Bixler's figured that out, so he knows if he goes to the rack hard, any touch now is a foul.
Yep.
Bixler makes the first one. He'll have one more. That one's no good. Reinhold with the rebound. Jordan grabs the board, runs with 90 seconds. Ahead to Nye. Nye goes left hard and out of the wing to Reinhold. Swings near side of Abbott. Brett holds the ball above his head. Couple of dribbles to the right wing. Outside to Perez. Now to Reinhold. Jordan drives the paint. Jump stop. Rises up. Floater's no good. Fighting for the rebound. We're going to have a tie-up between Bixler and Reinhold. And it'll be Lewis Cass basketball. The minute 14 to play in the third.
Another strong move by Jordan. He shot the jumpers. That's taking it all the way to the hole. He didn't score, but that's another move he's got to continue to make.
Bixler against Nye. Crosses the timeline with a minute 8 to play in the third. Bixler near side to Oman. To a cutting Kane. Outside to Bixler. 3 right wing. In and out. And no good. And the ball is knocked out of bounds by Rochester. And that's basically going to be an offensive rebound for the Kings. Going to be out of bounds to Lewis Cass baseline right. Ura kept that alive for Lewis Cass. The inbounds pass comes in. Oman fakes the handoff, goes to the basket, fouled by Reinhold, and that's going to send Oman to the line for one in the bonus for the Kings.
Could have easily called the offensive foul on the wraparound. He used his offhand to hook and create some space. Official didn't have the best angle of that, but everybody else in the gym did.
Once again, like we're watching a different game sometimes. Oman at the line to shoot one of the bonus for the Kings. 56 seconds to play in the third quarter. Free throw's good, and it's 59-41. Lewis Cass with the basketball. Alec Holland will check back in right now, and Alec will replace Nye.
Oman has 20 for the Kings. Kitchell has 18, and Bixler now has 14.
Good news is we can see him again, couldn't we?
Yeah, no kidding.
One more coming for Oman. Second one is good again. Oman is a 6'4" junior. Oh, fantastic. We get to see him again next year as well. Just keeps getting better. 50 seconds of play in the third quarter. 16-41. Lewis Cass, and Oman knocks the pass out of bounds. And it will stay with Rochester right in front of their bench going to our right. The only one we won't see next year is Bixler. And we won't see Kane either. Abbott looks triggered in. Bounce pass into Holland. Back to Abbott with 45. Brett directs traffic high on the right side. Dribbles down to the baseline. Feeds down low to Perez through his hands. Picked up by Kane. Now to Bixler with 35. And Coach Kitchell wants one shot here as we inch towards the end of the third quarter with the Kings leading by 19. Bixler drives the left to the elbow. Backs it out with 22. He gets it back from Oman. Drives around Holland with 18. Holland in his jersey. Works to the right wing. Loses the handle of the basketball. Alec Holland out ahead of Perez. Now to Deshaun with 10. Back to Deshaun. Goes to the basket. Throws the ball up too hard. Rebound to Lewis Cass with 6. Now Reinhold steals it. Now Abbott has it. Now Reinhold has it on the right wing. Three, the buzzer on the way from the right wing is no good. After three, Lewis Cass leads 60-41. You're listening to Zebra Basketball, 92.1 WROI. Fourth quarter, where the Kings lead the Rochester Zebras 60-41. Rochester had a big third quarter.
Oh, yeah. They scored 17. Problem is they gave up 20. All 60 points from Lewis Cass have come from 4 players. Bixler has 13. Oman has 21. Kitchell has 18. And Nice has 8. Of course, only the starters have only scored for Rochester. Holland's got 12. Reinhold 5. Lee 3. Perez 10. Bennett 11.
Holland for 3, right wing is no good, but Bixler's going to pick up the foul, and that's going to be 3 free throws for Alec Holland for the Zebras with 12 seconds gone in the fourth quarter.
Yep. Bixler hit him before he landed. You got to let the shooter land. He attempted to block him out, hit him on the arm too, I think, and the body. The blow by is how long he was shooting the 3, so he's going to shoot 3 free throws.
So I've been told Bixler, as good of a basketball player he is, even better on the baseball diamond.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Let me guess, shortstop. Alec is 2 for 2. He's got one more coming.
Holland's scoring is coming 3s. 4 3-pointers.
Misses the free throw. Rebound to Bennett. Putback is good.
13 for Bennett. 14 for Holland.
7:40 to play in the game. Cass's lead is 15. Bixler through the center circle. Takes Holland to the left in the man-to-man defense. Right wing pass. To Urin while he travels. Again. There he does.
Yep. Yep, second one.
Back into the game is Nye. Deshaun comes out. Also back in is Nye. And coming out is Urich for the Kings. Tony Stasiak, I'm David Muffin with 7:25 to play in the game. Lewis Cass up 60-45. Reinhold runs the point through the center circle. Kane waits him at the volleyball line. Left wing pass to Perez. Ben Perez top of the key to Howland, and we're going to have an illegal screen on the Zebras. Is that Nye or Bennett?
That's going to be Bennett. He was setting the screen on the curl, which wasn't bad, but as then the guy tried to get around him, he then opened up and kind of held on to the screen just a tad bit too long.
That's illegal, huh? Yeah, well, good call.
Called.
Yeah, right on. Minute gone in the final quarter. Lewis Cass by 15. Bixler. Backdoor pass to Oman. Wide open. His shot no good, but a foul coming on the Zebras. And Ben Perez having a hard time staying with, no, I believe Reinhold had it. Oman, didn't he?
Yeah.
He went backdoor hard, and Ben Perez slid to help and picked up a foul.
Cass is going to shoot 2 free throws the rest of the way and double bonus. And Ben just picked up his 4th. Oman's at the line. He's got 21, make it 22 now after that make.
One more coming for Oman. 6'4" junior for the Kings. Eyes his second free throw, and it's good again. 62-45. Varsity girls basketball tomorrow night on WROI. Lady Zebras in non-conference action will battle the Lady Jays of North Justin. Entry pass down low to Bennett. Kicks it out to Reinhold on the baseline. Stolen. Ball loose. Bennett picks it up. Bennett back outside to Reinhold. Top of the key to Nye. Back to Reinhold. Drives hard right baseline. Cut off on the block. Jump pass outside to Perez. Then Perez, 10-footer right side. Is in and back in.
12 for Ben.
Three Zebras a double.
Yeah. Yep. You got Holland with 14. Ben with 12. Bennett with 13.
Ben Perez just picked up a foul. Boy, what a Mickey Mouse call that was.
Yeah.
No. He signaled number 10.
Yeah. 40. And he just fouled out. Well,
man, if you're going to get your 5th foul, earn it, get it, not that. Said Deshaun ends the game, and Ben Perez fouls out after having a pretty good game.
Well, this is an official who has demonstrated throughout the years he's got a point to prove. He's going to make it, and he's going to continue to make it.
Kitchell has 2. First one's no good. We haven't even said a name yet. 6:24 to play in the basketball game. Kings up 62-47. Kitchell with 1 more. He'll fly the second one. Just no good again. Holland to the rebound. Alec pushes for Rochester. Right through the center circle. Bixler picks him up at the volleyball line. Right wing pass to Reinhold. Jordan drives the baseline. Outside to Bennett. Has his pass taken away by Oman. Oman left side of the floor. Goes to the basket hard. Shot no good. A lot of contact effects. Bixler put back no good. And the ball still is being ticked around. And Nye comes out of there with it and throws it out of bounds. How in the world does Perez foul out on what he did and nothing was called on that end? 3 plays, three different times there could have been a foul called, and Perez fouls out.
Welcome to the world of coaching, Mutt.
Oh, my good heavens.
Welcome to the world of coaching.
Under 6 minutes to play in the game. Lewis Cass up 62-47. Kitchell down low, backs his way in against Nye. There's a foul on the shot. Nye will pick up a foul, and that's going to send Kitchell back to the line for 2 freebies for the Kings. 6:50 to play. I'm sorry, 5:50 to play in the game. Kitchell the line for 2. First one for the sophomore is good.
Nice second team foul.
63-47, Lewis Cass.
Kitchell makes this, so up 20. Oman's already there at 23.
Yeah. He's got a good-looking stroke.
Yep.
Second one by Kitchell is good again. 5:45 to play in the game. Rochester basketball trailing 64-47. Entry pass to Bennett. Stays from going out of bounds. Right to Reinhold. Reinhold to a cutting Deshaun. Layup is good.
Nice look. Good finish by Zach Deshaun.
Bixler then is fouled by Alec Holland, and Bixler will go to the line to shoot 2.
Zach Deshawn just gets the first bench points for the Zebras for the night.
Yeah. We need some more of those.
Alec Holland just picked up his second. Bixler going to the line.
I'm sure he don't want to send him to the line
5 for 6.
I was going to say, but he has missed 1.
Right.
Bixler has 2. Nope. All right. Coach Reinhold shouts instruction to block out. I think he's probably talking to, Jordan. Get Nyes out of there. Right him to the bench.
Wow.
And Nyes gets the rebound after Bixler misses 2 freebies. Jump pass cross court to Oman. Long 3 over Holland is no good. Nyes fights for the rebound. He has it again. Bangs off the leg of Reinhold, but back to Bixler for 3 left wing. No good. And the rebound to Reinhold, and Nyes just picked up a foul, and Jordan will walk to the other end to shoot 1 in the bonus. Well, he works hard.
Yeah. Fouls on Nyes, like I said, his 4th, team 6, so Zebras will be shooting free throws the rest of the way.
Abbott back into the game, and Jacob Nye will sit down. Also, Begley coming back in for Lewis Cass, and Nyes to sit. 5:14 to play in the game. 64-49 Lewis Cass. Reinhold at the line for 1 and the bonus for the Zebras.
Jordan scored since those 5 first quarter points.
Free throw no good. And then Begley with the rebound. Gives to Kane, who hands off to Bixler. Ryan Bixler right through the center circle. Holland picks him up at the volleyball line against Rochester's man-to-man defense. Jump pass outside to Kane on the left wing. Hands off to Bixler. He brings the top of the key and resets for Lewis Cass. Rises the left to the elbow. Outside to Kane. Kane at the free throw line. Sets back behind the three-point line. Wide open left-handed 3 is short. Rebound to Kitchell. Put back is no good. And another offensive rebound to Begley. Begley dribbles out, gives to Bixler. 4:40 to play in the game. Down low to Kitchell. Wide open shot on the paint is good and a foul.
Going to be on Deshawn, his first. Good cut by the Kings. That kind of got turned around, and when he turned back around the way he was supposed to, it was a step short and had no choice but to foul.
Lee back into the game. Deshawn will come out. 4:39 to play in the game. 66-49 Lewis Cass. And Case Kitchell, the 6'7" sophomore, at the line for 1 free throw for the Kings. And he gets it to go. Lead is back to 18 for the Kings. Time ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Lewis Cass High School. Wilson right side to Bennett. To Reinhold. Jordan long 3 over Kane. It's good, and it rolls around and falls through.
8 for Jordan. He's knocking on the door.
Yep.
Double figures, which would be great.
4 doubles?
Would be. He'd be
I take that.
Yep.
4:15 to play in the game. Bixler through the center circle. Bounce pass to Kitchell at the elbow. Left side to Ullman. Feeds down low to Begley. Begley backs away and against Lee. Turnaround jumper's too short. Offensive rebound found to put Bixler. His putback is good.
Bixler 15 now, too.
Abbott at the free throw line. Has his pocket picked by Ullman. Ullman will rise in for the left-handed layup. It's good again. 71-52. 3:45 to play in the game. Well, one of the disturbing numbers we're going to see after the game is the offensive rebounds by the Lewis Cass Kings.
Yeah. They had, what do we say, 16?
They had 12 at halftime. Reinhold, Leaner, good, and Jordan has 10.
Yep. They had more offensive rebounds at half than we had total rebounds.
That's right. 3:25 to play in the game, 71-54. And Coach Kitchell will clear his bench. Outside to Ullman, 3 left baseline, yepper. Timeout Lewis Cass. It's going to be a 60. You're listening to Zebra Basketball, 92.1 WROI. minutes, 11 seconds to play in the basketball game. Lewis Cass up 74-54 here at Lewis Cass High School. After Lewis Cass timeout, Rochester will have the basketball going to our right. Rochester, the good news is 4 and doubles.
Yeah, 4 and doubles. That's a good sign. We've talked about the need for a third scorer. We got a fourth scorer tonight. Jordan's much more aggressive. Ben was very solid in the post. And you 4 and doubles. Defensively, though, we continue. Cass already has 74 points. Fifth team to go over 70 for the Zebras, so there's still some defensive work, but offensively, solid night. They're in the mid-50s, which is where you can expect them to be, I think.
Evan Fleener goes in off the left side. He spent about 17 seconds in the lane and no call.
I think maybe the officials are done proving their point and they're trying to get this one.
Yeah, right on.
Hopefully.
2:25, an illegal screen coming on Hirschberger.
His first team 7. Nice to see Brett get in the scoreboard there. That move in the paint still, you can tell he's favoring that leg. Can't quite come to the jump stop, but at least he hesitated a little bit, a couple pump fakes, and got a bucket.
Reinhold, jumper from 15 feet goes.
Just got to keep seeing that. That's, I think, the big takeaway right now. This game is Jordan Reinhold offensively back to where he needs to be.
Not even hesitating. They're looking for the shot and taking it.
Yep.
Under 2 to play. Jumper on the way is good by Brady Johnson.
Not in the scorebook.
Nor will he be. Abbott
him in
to Bennett. Bennett in the paint outside to Holland. Makes a 3, steps inside the 3-point line. Jumper short. The rebound to Rochester as Bennett pulls Bagley to the ground. No call outside to Reinhold. Now left side to Holland. Speeds inside to Bennett. Bennett rises up against Bagley. Puts it high on the glass and it's good.
15 for Bennett.
Good for him. Minute 20 to play in the game. Coach Reinhold will bring Liam Leininger in for the first time. Bixler still in the game? Kidding me?
Yes.
This shot's no good. Bennett with a rebound out to Holland. Holland, underhand pass to Wilson Lee. His layup is no good. And a defensive rebound to Lewis Cass. And the young man just takes it in the nose. Wilson Lee, that's how you pick up your 5th foul.
Yeah. You don't want anybody hurt this late anytime. But Wilson fouls out. Second Zebra. Joining Ben Perez is 2 to foul out. Alec Allen comes out of the game. Good game for Alec. Alec's going to finish with 14. Jordan comes out. Good game for him. He has 12.
61 seconds to play in the game. At the free throw line for Lewis Cass is Brady Bryant. Bryant is a 5'8" senior for the Kings. He fires the first one and it's good. That's about all they've done well tonight. Well, they've done a lot well tonight.
I was going to say.
That they've shot free throws really well. 77-60. Lewis Cass. Second one for Bryant is good again. Is 78-60.
Yeah, I think this Cass team against Northwood, I think that'd be a fun game to watch. I think that'd be an interesting.
Northwood?
Yeah, Northwood, yeah.
Wrap pass to Bennett. Good post shot. No good, but a foul coming on Lewis Cass with 50 seconds to play in the game.
That's a textbook example of finding a good angle by Jacob Nye and also throwing a bounce pass that leads your post player to the bucket.
Yeah.
Gavin can step into it and go right up for the layup. Bennett will go to the free throw line. Like I said, he's got 15 for the game. And he's made all of his free throws, not to jinx them. He's a perfect 6 for 6 from the line, which is, again, another improvement. He struggled in the holiday tournament from the free throw line, so hopefully he's back on track. Fortunately misses that one.
But Lewis Cass knocks the basketball out of bounds and will stay with Rochester with 49 seconds. Baseline left is Abbott. Directs traffic, looking to get it in. Hands it in to Liam Leininger, and he puts it in for 2. 40 seconds.
I think that might be Liam's first varsity points of this year.
Could be. Lewis Cass has it. 35 seconds. Hirschberger near the timeline. Hirschberger then loses the backcourt. Picks it up. Now to Bryan. Wrap around pass to Hirschberger. Taken away by Leininger. Ahead to Nye. Jacob Nye, right-handed layup is good.
Good defense by Liam Leininger. Got his hands in there and pretty active without fouling, and got a loose ball and found Nye up ahead.
10 seconds, 78-65.
Oh, my heavens.
Brett Abbott goes up hard and commits a foul.
Second. See, it's going to send Jarrett Humphrey, another right in the book.
First free throw by Humphrey is good. Humphrey played a lot in the JV game. He's 6'2" sophomore. Second one, good again. Clock rolls during a free throw. It's awesome. That's the final. Lewis Cass defeats Rochester tonight, 80-65. You're listening to Zebra Basketball, 92.1 WROI.